but if this being is a loving being, he just wouldn't leave us here. He just wouldn't create the universe and then leave it. He would come and intervene in this universe and rescue us, and that's what Jesus has done.
What evidence, in addition to the coming of Jesus Christ, can we use to point to a theistic God as opposed to a deistic God?
Okay, deism says that God just created the universe and then left it and didn't get involved after the creation. There's a couple problems with that. One is the fact that it seems that God has gotten involved since the creation of the universe, at least with the creation of life, because life appears to be the product of intelligence. Secondly, we know through the moral law that God has written morality on our hearts, that certain things are right and other things are wrong. And we know that love is good and love is right. But if this being is a loving being, he just wouldn't leave us here. He just wouldn't create the universe and then leave it. He would come and intervene in this universe and rescue us, and that's what Jesus has done. Thirdly, quite obviously, we believe, and the evidence I think is there, that Jesus did miracles and also rose from the dead. And one of the reasons I think that's possible is because the greatest miracle in the Bible has already occurred, and even atheists are admitting the data for that miracle. What is that miracle? In the beginning, the universe was created. In other words, even atheists are admitting that space-time and matter had a beginning out of nothing. Well, if space-time and matter had a beginning out of nothing, whatever created space-time and matter must transcend space-time and matter. In other words, the cause must be spaceless, timeless, immaterial, powerful to create the universe out of nothing, personal in order to choose to create, because only a personal being can make a choice to go from nothingness to a state of creation. The being would also have to be intelligent in order to have a mind to make a choice. And so I always ask people, when you think about a spaceless, timeless, immaterial, powerful, personal, intelligent cause, who do you think of? And the answer is God. Now, they'll say, well, how do you know it's the Christian God? And my answer is, we don't. Yet, we don't have enough research from just the beginning of the universe. We then have to look at other arguments, including the historical information regarding Jesus. And once we get all that data, then we realize that the same being who walked out of the tomb 1,988 years ago is the same being in whose divine nature created the universe out of nothing. So I think there's plenty of evidence that deism is not true. Theism is. And let me say one other thing to this. For atheism or deism to be true, every single spiritual experience and miracle claim in the history of the world has to be false. Now, is that possible? Yeah, it's possible. But is it reasonable? No. If just one miracle claim is true, atheism, naturalism, deism is false.